Hey, GetFox here. So there's a lot of pre-order information out there, a lot of rewards and loyalty stuff out there. So it's kind of confusing. I'm gonna try to guide you through this video. What edition of the game is worth it? How you can potentially get the game for free, and if you don't get it for free, if you do pre-order it, what kind of bonuses you want to choose and what you got to choose. All right, so let's go through the Hall of Fame edition first, and if it's worth it. All right, so. It's on Xbox One, PS4, and Origin, so they do a little combined. So PC this year. I don't think it's on Max, but I don't know if that's been confirmed or denied or what's up. But all right, so the Standard Edition, Hall of Fame Edition. I know there's plenty of other deals out there. There's a deal on Xbox One right now for 10% off, even after your 10% for EA Access. So there's quite a bit more out that I'm just talking about than I'm just going to cover this video. So definitely check for individual retailers. There'll be I think Best Buy had a sale last year, and then I'll get to how to get the free potentially here in a little bit. So the standard edition, you get the 5 gold team fantasy packs and the choice of 1 or 2 elite players from your favorite NFL team. Now, last year, I believe those elite players were 80 overall NAT elites. And if you've been on this channel for a while, you know how much I hate NAT, so I almost want to discount them pretty quickly. But an 80 overall NAT elite, I would generally try and get a wide receiver. I know Julio Jones is one of the 32. I probably should have brought up that graph of which of the 32 NAT cards you're going to get, but just take Julio. I mean, you could potentially take a cornerback, but an 80 overall isn't going to start for your team very long, especially with the kind of stuff that you can get early on. But, you know, it is what it is. You could potentially keep it going and fill somewhere else, but again, I suggest wide receiver, potentially cornerback. All right. Next up, so those are the things you're getting with the Standard Edition, the 5 gold team fantasy packs. With the Hall of Fame Deluxe Edition, you're getting 7 gold team fantasy packs. You get 1 of 5 Elite Hall of Fame Legend NAT, Elite Cover Athlete Player NAT, 2 Signature Uniforms NAT, 1 Training Pack NAT. So now the Signature Uniforms, I'm going to cross those out because the Signature Uniforms are like custom uniforms, and I'd rather wear a NFL uniform, so those basically sit in my binder, are dead for a lot of the year. All right, a Training Pack. I'm not entirely sure how many like training points that's going to be, but I assume it's going to be training points. And we don't know. They haven't really talked about. So they're giving a lot of like fancy marketing terms here without actually telling us what's in these marketing terms. And like with this choice of 1 to 5 Elite Hall of Fame Legends last year with the GOAT promo, we ended up being able to get 87 overall GOATs here. But like we don't know how many baby goats we're gonna have to get to upgrade them. We got these later upgrades up to 90 later with more baby goats. So you start a little bit lower and you have to the baby goat them up. The GOAT promo was kind of a miss last year, so it's kind of something I don't really want to recommend to you guys. So that's kind of like, okay, it's a nice little bonus, but I don't know if it's worth the $20. Now the 17 gold fantasy packs, I don't know what would I value that at? Maybe $5 to $7. Like those, like you guys know how bad packs are early on. Yeah, they're worth it more early on than ever before. But if like you're really on a budget, I don't know if I'd spend on the gold team fantasy packs. I didn't pull anything glitchy out of them. I didn't really see a lot of people saying how glitchy they were last year. This year they're gonna do pack odds they revealed for FIFA, and I'm guessing Madden Ultimate Team. So we'll be able to see what kind of cards get pulled out of those packs with a definite number after the game. But Elite Cover Athlete Player, I'm guessing that's going to be Antonio Brown, 80 overall. Pass. If it ends up being Antonio Brown's base elite item, which would be like 89, 90 overall, maybe 91, that's completely makes this entire $20 worth it. Like that plus these other things is definitely, but I don't think they're going to give you a 91 overall Antonio Brown just for this. They're generally not that generous. So like I could see 80 overall, 84 overall. Gold team fantasy packs. You're gonna pull like a couple low end elites out of the 7, if you're lucky. They did last year. There was a spreadsheet for like the which teams are the best one to pull out of the gold team fantasy packs. I just looked it up. It was some good stuff. I'm not gonna put it in the link below. I'll put a couple of these blogs and links below, but basically, you just pick the team with the most elites and the fewest golds. So that was a good tip last year if you are pre-ordering. But overall, judgment. Do I think you should buy the Standard or Hall of Fame Deluxe Edition? I'd go Standard Edition and save your money. I don't think this is going to really give you a huge leg up on the competition. $20, it's not going to take you very far in MUT, in my opinion. Too many NET items for you to really compete. But the thing is, they could really surprise us. Like, I could be saying this, and then like maybe this 1 of 5 Elite Hall of Fame Legends ends up being a 90. Maybe this guy's a 90, but they don't really explain that very well. So making an uninformed choice as a consumer is something I don't really enjoy recommending. So go with the cheaper version. Try and find the deal. Like I said, on the Xbox One, if you have EA access, you can get 10% off. So you save a little bit of money there, plus the extra 10% on Xbox One for the standard edition. I know there's other retailers. The other retailers that I've seen, like GameStop's one with an extra, 400 points. It didn't look worth it to me for like $130 something. Then, of course, Origin Access Premier. That's the same as EA Access. If you're going to get it for PC. Not a bad value. You get the 50,000 MUT coins. This is $99 for the year, but you get to play other games too. Plus, if you buy points, 10% discount. I, for one, am a fan of EA Access on Xbox One. It kind of sucks that PlayStation doesn't have it. Because with this Standard Edition, the big thing is this: if you're getting the Hall of Fame Deluxe Edition after the release date, it's definitely not worth it, because the 3-day early access really helps a lot when you're farming stuff and putting together a squad early on. The market early is very interesting because the market ends up going up later for high-end cards. So if you can acquire a couple early, that was really helpful. But otherwise, if you have EA access and Xbox One, you can play this the 2nd to the 7th. But if you are getting early, I would say the $20 for me would be worth it for the 3 days early access. Now, how to get this for free? Let's skip ahead on these tabs over to MUT loyalty status. For these MUT rewards, I don't know if you see this, just Google MUT rewards, and then you'll be able to see how many packs you open. I hate that they took away MUT 17 or 16 and 15. I used to have 4 years, so 4,300 packs. I got the legendary status, 4,300 packs this past year. How much did I do in 17? 4,500. So I've opened fewer packs in 18 than 17, but still over the 1,000 pack threshold. So not the biggest pack opener on YouTube, but that's quite a few packs still. So the loyalty rewards program content, you're going to ask, which loyalty reward should I take? Now, these are basically, if you logged into Madden 16, 17, or 18, you get a chance at 1, 2, or 3, respectively. And there's a little bit of debate if you need to log into all of them prior to the previous one based on this fine print. I think if you just download from EA Access Madden 16 and 17, you can get 83 overall. Whether that's worth your time to download a game just to boot it up with your EA account just to get one of these 5 guys is up to you. But out of these, again, I prefer like somebody like a wide receiver. Like this Cooks could be a returner for me for a while. Jimmy Graham would be a nice tight end to start the game. I love tall tight ends to throw high point passes to. But like Zach Brown linebacker, really depends on his speed. Lawrence, I would pass on this card. Glover Quinn's not a bad point. And they have him listed as the DB, which is kind of telling on the game next year. Since they don't have it listed as a safety, maybe you'll be able to move him around. But they didn't really get into details in this video even about like what you can do with these cards, if you can upgrade them, put them into sets. But basically, there's your loyalty rewards for that, plus the other loyalty rewards that you earned from the tokens, loyalty tokens that you did earlier. If I had like 10 tokens, I'd definitely get the elite player pack because all these NAT golds aren't going to start for you. Silvers aren't going to start for you. So I get the elite player pack to get the best player possible, and then 2 small quick sells over these low-end NAT cards. They're just not any good. I think that is all I want to say about the rewards. Loyalty tokens, Hall of Fame edition, we talked about it. Rod Woodson. I would get Terrell Owens or Rod Woodson. Running backs are easily replaced. We got a pocket passer. Those are trash in Madden. Urlacher would not be a bad selection either. He'd be a good early user. So I'd take one of the middle 3 here as my Hall of Fame edition player. All right, so that is it for that. We talked about the GOATs, best teams, and I think that is all I want to talk about for the video. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments. I may have went over things a little bit fast during the video, but in the end, the decision was Hall of Fame edition if you want to play it early, which I do, so that'd be me. But if you are watching this video, I know I'll get a lot of views after the season launch, standard edition. Obviously, PC, you kind of have to do this. I think it's definitely worth it to get EA access, even on PC, to play it early. Loyalty, we talked about how to do that. There's a video in here too. I'll put these blogs down below. I told you which one to get. Try to get skill position guys. And that is it for the video. So thanks for watching. Call to action. I'll see you tomorrow.